Hi all, welcome back to C++ tutorial on Tute Fulcrum. This session is on the pass by value and pass by reference method when you pass arguments to functions in C++ programming language. Let's begin by understanding what is pass by value method in invoking a function. In this approach, we pass copy of actual variables in the function as a parameter. Hence, any modification on parameters inside the function will not reflect the actual variable. Or you could say the changes made to the formal parameters will not affect the actual parameters. Let's take an example and understand this. Let's say we have a function. Let's call it as my function, which is returning nothing. So the return type is void. And let's say our function takes an argument. Let's call it as a and let the argument be an integer. So within the function definition, I'm going to increment the value of a and I'm going to print this a. So let's give a statement that a inside my function. Okay, so this is our function. Now I'm going to invoke this function within the main. So let's take a variable a. Let's initialize the value with 10 and let's pass this a as an argument to our function, my function. So let me invoke here. Let's pass this a. So how to write a function, how to invoke the same, everything is discussed in details under the topic functions. Please refer. So after calling the function, let's check what is the value of a within our main. So let's print a statement like a inside main after the function call. So the value or the argument that we pass when we call the function is called as the actual argument or the actual parameter. And the parameter or the argument within the function definition is called as the formal parameter or formal argument. So this method what I have shown here is pass by value. So in pass by value, we discussed that whatever changes you do to the formal parameter will not be reflected onto the actual parameter. This is because what is happening here is when you pass a, the copy of a is taken and this copy is received by your formal parameter. So the changes are done onto the copy, so the actual is not getting affected. So what is happening in this function? Let's see line by line. So the function execution starts with main. So you have a local variable a which is initialized with 10. So a equal to 10. This is the value inside main. Then you have a function call. So here your actual argument is a holds a value 10. So when you are passing by value, this is pass by value. So when you pass by value, a copy of this a is taken. Copy of a is taken and this copy is given to your formal parameter a here. And what is happening within the function definition? You are incrementing the value of a. So a gets incremented to 11. You are printing the value of a. So this statement will give your output as a inside my function is equal to 11. So after this, it comes back from where it was called. So the next statement what you have here is what? A cout statement which is printing a inside main after the function call. So what is the a value within the main? A value within the main still remains as 10. It's not updated to 11 because a copy of this A within the main or a copy of your actual parameter is taken and that copy is received by the formal parameter. So whatever changes you do here to the formal parameter is being done on the copy. The actual is not affected. So that is why we say in pass by value, whatever changes you do with the formal parameter is not getting reflected onto the actual. So let's run the code and verify our output. So you could see the output here as expected. A inside my function is 11 and A inside the main function is 10. So it's very clear that in pass by value, whatever changes you do to the formal parameters will not get reflected onto the actual. Now let's see what is pass by reference. In pass by reference, we will pass the reference of the variable to the function body, or the formal parameter will be a reference of the actual parameter. So we have discussed in detail what a reference is, what a reference variable is. It's nothing but an alias to an already existing variable. So here the formal parameter will be nothing but an alias or an alternate to the actual parameter. So what will be the after effect of that? Whatever changes you do with the formal parameter will get reflected onto the actual parameter. So this is pass by reference. Let's take an example. Let's take the same function as our example. So here this is pass by value. A is passed and it is received by the formal parameter A. Now I'm going to modify this to pass by reference method. So in pass by reference method, you pass a value as the actual argument and it should be received to its reference. So how do you make this as a reference variable? You just have to add an ampersand symbol. So now this formal parameter A is a reference to the actual parameter A. So if it's a reference, it's very clear that whatever changes you make to the reference variable will get reflected onto the actual. So here if you run this code, what is your expected output? A inside my function will be 11 and the same 11 will be reflected onto your actual parameter A within the main after the function call. It's simply because the formal parameter is taken as a reference of your actual parameter. So this is pass by reference. In pass by reference, whatever changes you do with the formal parameter will get reflected onto the actual. So let's run the code and verify our output. So yes, you could see here A inside my function equal to 11 and A inside the main after the function call is also 11. It's because the formal parameter is received as a reference to the actual parameter. So this is the difference between a pass by value method and pass by reference method. In pass by value, whatever changes you do with the formal parameters will not get reflected onto the actual. It's because you pass a copy of the actual parameter to the formal. Whereas in pass by reference, whatever changes you do to the formal parameter will get reflected onto the actual because the formal parameter is a reference to your actual. So this is about pass by value and pass by reference methods in C++ programming language. Thank you so much. Please do like, share, comment and subscribe, and please don't forget to tap the bell icon. You'll get notified whenever we upload a new videos. Thank you.